a time when Athens seemed so far away. And now, to 6 young women, it is already a year ago. A time that will be remembered as one of the best in their lives. When one tough Texan proclaimed that Athens was her time. Now a new generation with another teenage phenom. Born in Russia, but nurtured at the same gym as Carly, Nastia Liukin now begins her journey at the national championships, mixed with other hopefuls, including 2 who just missed their Olympic chance. The destination is Beijing 2008. Once again, it seems so far away. But is it really? And after what we've experienced, it is not that far away. These are the 2005 Visa Championships at Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Al Trautwig, Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel, and Andrea Joyce on NBC Sports. And in the next 2 days of coverage, we will see who the next national champion of the United States is. The last 2 years, as a junior, Nastia Liukin won the crown. Now she's competing as a senior at the age of 16, the only child from 2 outstanding gymnastics champions. Her father, a 1988 Olympic gold medalist, her mother, a world rhythmic gymnastics champion. And what do you think is on the mind of Chelsea Memel, Tim and Elfie? Here's a woman who came to the United States Gymnastics Aid, helped them win a gold medal at the 2003 World Championships, and then largely because of an injury was on the outside as an alternate looking in at the Olympic Games. And here she is still at it.
Well, she certainly is, and I'll tell you, if she had not injured her ankle, she, in my opinion, would have been on that Olympic team. This is the first time since the injury that Chelsea has felt like she is back, that she is an all-around gymnast again.
And a Yurchenko double twist. You know, Tim, she did those far better in the training. Not the best vault from Chelsea. She's capable of more power, a stuck landing.
A little bit messy in the air as well. You know, she said that going to the Olympic Games as an alternate, although not the big prize, was certainly a great experience. She just said that, you know, the injury, it came at a very inconvenient time.
Yeah, it was just bad timing all around for her. She just didn't have enough time to recuperate.
Chelsea Memel from West Allis, Wisconsin. Just about everybody in her family is a gymnast. 9.366, her first score. And we'll have to see how that plays out. We'll get used to the judges. We'll get used to the scoring. And the United States team in the future could have a very international flavor. You start with Nastia Liukin, and then you go to Jana Bieger, who was actually born in Germany. Her mother was a gymnast for Germany, and now is her coach.
Yeah, so actually 3 of the top gymnasts for the United States, unusually all being coached by at least one parent. It's really remarkable.
Actually competed against Jana's mom, Andrea Bieger, back in 1976 when I was first starting out.
Very hard front somersault with a half twist. She is somewhat of a trickster.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of tricks from this athlete. Very difficult, and in my opinion, check out this combination here. Original.
Very different.
And
yes.
That's what's so impressive about her. She, remember, last year was a junior. You know, in my mind, watching her in practice and everything, it's like she's been here for a couple of years competing with the seniors. Very confident athlete.
4 events tonight, 4 events tomorrow. And then the national championship is awarded when the scores and total are put together.
And remember, sometimes starting off on balance beam, not an easy event.
Now that move by her on the beam was so unique. What has to happen for that to be called a Bieger?
Well, if she performs it at a World Championships, a major international competition, they will most likely call that the Bieger.
Check out this dismount, very difficult. What makes it so is the blind landing, a double front. Great exercise.
Shades of Yelena Prudnova on that one, going back a few years.
Mom liked it. Boy, that's got to be so difficult to be the coach of one of your children, and we're going to see that as Tim has alluded to.
I think it's easy when you do a routine like this, though. Watch those two very original moves, a back somersault right down to her knees, and this is what's really cool. Off of her knees and then right back to them again. Like I said, she does that. If she qualifies to the Worlds and competes on beam, I think it'll be called a Bieger.
9.533 for Jana Bieger. She makes a solid statement in her first event. And now the woman. It's as if she's got the crown already. That's how people talk about Nastia Liukin, the only child of two outstanding gymnasts. Dad, an Olympic champion in 1988. Mom, a world champion in rhythmic gymnastics. She's from the same gym as Carly Patterson. I mean, it's as if this has all been written already in terms of destiny.
Yeah, you can't have more in your corner than she's got. And you can't have more hype, and you can't have more backing it up with the results.
And for Nastia, it's not one of her strengths, the vault. She's only performing a Yurchenko 1.5. The start value, again, it's only out of a 9.7, but she is working towards a much more difficult vault for the future. That was excellent, though.
Yeah, what she does is, her trademark is absolute perfect lines and an incredible perfection, knees and toes. And this was what was unusual. She looked a little bit more off balance to me. I thought she was going to take a big step forward, and somehow she's calm, and she just takes the smallest little hop.
Not a home run, but a 9.366. And now to Alicia Sacramone from Winchester, Massachusetts. She's 17. She was on the Olympic radar for a while, and it just didn't work out for her. And here she is, just like Chelsea Memmel, still at it.
Yeah, she really made a charge right towards the end. And her coach, Mihai, told us that last year it was building crazy like a tsunami, he said, and they just didn't quite have the time.
Well, it was all about focus, too. He had a really hard time keeping her focused on what the task was. Alicia is very personable. She'd always be chatting with all the other athletes, and, you know, that was one of the difficulties that he faced and she did, was focusing on these very difficult exercises.
Hugely powerful athlete, is just about as powerful as they come in the world of gymnastics. Huge trick.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's an Arabian salto, and she feels really good getting that one out of the way.
Oh. And maybe, Tim, what you just said is the key thing. Maybe she relaxed for a moment.
Oh, golly. I mean, that is her major element, and she knows it. And if she does struggle, it comes on that. And a little bit flustered now.
Tends to get a little bit ahead of herself, thinking towards that next element. And, you know, it's too bad, because that's one of the things that Alicia really wanted to prove to Marta Karolyi. She wanted to prove to her that she's just not a two-event athlete. She wants to go for all around.
Yeah, I mean, Marta, she told us that Alicia is excellent on floor exercise and, of course, vaulting. And if she hits on beam, she's excellent there, too. And Marta doesn't want any ifs on her team, though, that's for sure.
That's a tough way to get started in the national championship.
Yeah, she really has looked a lot more confident last year. Nerves really got her, and she admitted to that. She had a great competition just a couple of weeks ago at the Classic, qualifying for this event.
And Tim, part of that confidence came from competing.
It's only their routine.
Two coaches there.
And you make their routine, you finish the routine. This was exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It's not. No, it's not.
And he is not happy.
No.
One of the coaches giving a little bit of sympathy, saying it's okay, and he's going, it is not okay.
No, I was saying part of that confidence that helped her leading into this competition was competing so much internationally after the Olympic Games, which she didn't make, of course.
Well, that's going to hurt. 8.883 for Alicia Sacramone. Damage control in progress. This is the first rotation of the Visa National Championships.